Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing? Welcome to the weekend, and welcome to the second day of TGS. Or maybe it's the third day now, actually. Is it? It's the second day that's important to us, because we get Monster Hunter stuff. How is everyone? How are we all doing? I'm excited for this. I don't know if they're going to go straight into it from the start of the presentation, but it would be nice if they did. But I'm happy to be patient for a while. So hey. Yeah, that new spider monster looks really cool. They actually confirmed its Japanese name, which is pretty cool. I'll have to find that somewhere. Hey, Rossi, you got a raid incoming? Oh, shoot. We're gonna have more people here. Hey, Proto. Hope you're well, dude. I typed it in a Discord somewhere. Yatsudaki is the spider's Japanese name. The translator missed it yesterday. No, it's not just Nurskula, it's actually a new spider monster. We don't have its English name yet, but we have its Japanese name. And I like its design. Its design is based off of, what are they called? I think they're called pelican spiders? Which is, like, really cool. They've confirmed that it's a new monster. They have, like, properly confirmed it's a new monster at this point. It's not Nurskula. It's a new monster called Yatsuda. Which is cool. I'm happy that we're getting new spider monsters, because as much as I don't like spiders, I love fighting spider monsters in Monster Hunter. Even if there's only one of them. MHRISE is probably like Try 2.0 with Gignox and stuff. I would be totally down for that. I want Gigi back. I was disappointed he wasn't back in Iceborne. So maybe they'll add him back here. EX Snow Baron done? Hey, nice. Glad you got that out of the way, because that is a real dick of a quest. But yeah. The stream today is actually being done on Capcom USA, as opposed to the YouTube stream yesterday, so hopefully the quality will be a bit better. I'm not sure what they're doing about the live translation, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same. Kind of want a new Joe subspecies / variant. That could be kind of cool. I kind of want them to do a new monster similar to Joe, like those Invader monsters. Because Joe is really good, Betelgeuse is really good. I love it when they do new monsters like that. Hope we get the hefty chunk guy back. Oh, I forgot about that. That was so funny. I can't believe they actually called him a hefty chonk in the live stream. But no, the guy who was doing the translation was on Twitter yesterday. Basically, I think it was his first time doing it, and to be honest, for a first time doing that kind of thing, and also not having much knowledge on Monster Hunter, he did a really good job. Which is awesome. It's a hard job to do, and the fact that he did it that well is rad. May I acquire that Twitter? After the stream, remind me and I'll find it for you, because I'll have to dig through a fair bit to go and grab it. Alright, let me turn off the music. Listening to that music does make me want to play bloody Monster Hunter Tri again. I don't have my Wii with me at the moment, and I won't have it for a while, so oof. But yeah, this is just the show reel going on at the moment. So we'll just have this in the background while we theorize and make predictions and probably be wrong about loads of things. What's this about? This is TGS, Tokyo Game Show. We're getting our first live broadcast of Monster Hunter Rise direct feed gameplay, which should be fucking awesome. Capcom's doing a little survey on the site. You get a free desktop wallpaper out of it? Oh, neat. If it's a survey about something I'm interested in, then I will definitely do it, because I want to give them my feedback. He did okay. It's a tough job. It is a very tough job. Yeah. People were being rude to the translator? I didn't see any particularly nasty comments about the translator, which maybe I should be fortunate for. But anyway. Hey, JJ. But yeah, about 5 or so minutes until this begins. What are we hoping for, everyone? What are we predicting for the Rise gameplay? I think they're going to do the standard thing of just, oh, here's 20 minutes of walking around a new area, showing off wire bug and stuff. All I know is, like, the last thing they're going to do is they're probably going to accidentally run into the flagship monster for about 10 seconds and then cut the gameplay away, because that's what they always do. Hoping for a good game. That's fair. I think our bets are pretty safe with Rise. It looks like a really good combination of New World and Old World, so I'm happy. I'm super happy with how Rise is shaping up to be. 4-player fight gameplay with switching viewpoints. That is probably something that will happen today, yes. Big demo, very much hoping for monster reveals. Maybe some bits and pieces on stories too as well. Yeah, I mean, maybe you say maybe not as advanced in development. The game has probably been in development for a fair while already, and it's coming out before this time next year, so Stories 2 is probably further along development than you might think, which is cool, because I hope development on that game is going well. It should be awesome. As for monster reveals today, I don't know if we're going to get any new ones, but I'm kind of hoping they maybe either soft confirm or hard confirm some returning ones, because we've had a couple of soft confirms, because we've seen both Rathian and Rathalos armor. Although I guess it's a given by this point that they will be in any game. Not massively in Amon Us, so I want to try and get into one properly. Yeah, the best ways to get into it still at the moment are get a Switch, try the GU demo. I literally did that with my housemate yesterday, and he said he enjoyed it a lot more than he thought he would do, which is awesome, because more people enjoying Monster Hunter is more people for me to play games with, so yeah, that's cool. Monster Hunter crossover with Monster Quest when? Never is the answer to that question. Yeah, a couple of more minutes to go now. Oh, man. I slept so bad last night. Okay, so on the Discord last night, we played about 4 hours of Among Us, and I hadn't played it before. I'd only seen gameplay, and I had a really good time. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun meeting new people through it, and getting to know people, and then stabbing them in the back. It was really cool. But I think I yes, I threw JJ out of an airlock for standing still for a minute. It was great. He might have just been AFK, but, you know, you can never be too safe. But I went to bed at about, 2 in the morning, I think, and then my body was just like, your entire right side is going to ache now for the next 3 hours. Have fun. That's fun. I should get a countdown on this one. Let's go. Stick with the idea of a full Prowler run. Oh, I can't talk today. Jeez. It's weird. I had a discussion with someone on Discord recently about an actual Prowler speedrun and potential strats for that, which is really funny. So I might do that one day. I feel like it would be suffering, but hey. Right, let me turn that stream volume up a little bit. They're grooving, yeah. It's time, lads. Let's hope and pray for good stuff. You guys are going to have to let me know how the audio is. I have a feeling they're probably going to start off with Street Fighter 5, what was it, Championship Edition, which I'm cool sitting through, because I like me some fighting games even if I don't like Street Fighter 5. Can we just talk about how beautiful Stories 2 looks, by the way, like visually? Oh, goddamn. They said they're going Monhan into Street Fighter 5? Oh, okay. If they said that, then hell yeah, I'm down for it. Excuse me. You're getting a Switch tune? Perfect timing? Awesome. That's awesome. That's good to hear.
Hello and good evening to everyone watching Capcom TGS Live 2020. Thank you all for tuning in.
Again, just give me a double check on that audio, guys.
MC for this first day.
Yeah, cell shading is a really efficient art style.
Tokyo Game Show, Capcom is presenting this special live stream, Capcom TGS Live 2020. It's spanning 2 days, Saturday, September 26th, that's today, and Sunday, September 27th. Each day will be starting
Fat Lad,
at
if you end
9
up
p.m.
trying
Japan time and running
GU,
until midnight, 3 hours.
then give us on the Discord
So we'll
a shout and we will be happy to help you.
Capcom titles straight from the developers. We're sure that many of you also saw our event on Tokyo Game Show 2020 online. We'll be doing a deep dive into the new title we announced, so make sure to stay until the end. Now, let's go over tonight's schedule.
Okay.
So first, we've got a presentation
So
coming up right next.
we're gonna have to sit for about what, 15 minutes or so.
Champion Edition, and it's straight from
Street
the
Fighter.
development team.
That's fine.
After that, at
I'm chill with this.
9:40, we have the Capcom
My opinions on Street Fighter 5 are not fantastic, but hey. Yo, Rossi, 15-man raid? Jeez, dude. Hello, everyone from Rossi's stream. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a good Saturday. You have arrived here to sit through 40 minutes of irrelevant Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition news. I'm very sorry. But yes, welcome. I hope you're all well.
And then at 11:30, we'll also have a second segment of Capcom.
Okay, you got pizza waiting outside? That's fair enough.
So you know, and you probably already do, each title's presentation is being interpreted live into both English and Chinese. That's me. But if you don't know about this and you're listening somehow, please visit Capcom's official TGS website to learn how to access our foreign language channels. Now, additionally,
I just realized I haven't got my
tonight
alert box
Capcom
turned
TGS
on, but
Live
thank you
2020
JJ
are
for
some
the
remote
100 bits.
supporters we enlisted beforehand.
Don't care
I
about
think
Street Fighter
they're
5 at least
already
bit, I'll be
on
back in
standby
45
on
minutes.
this live
That's
stream,
entirely
so
fair.
they're going to be watching tonight's show with us. Oh, you can see them over here. Hello, nice to see you.
Hello,
Wow.
Capcom devs.
Oh wow, they
The
have
cool
these
lads.
yellow and blue T-shirts with Capcom on it.
Hey, Georgie.
Thank you.
I hope
Can
you're
you
well,
guys show
dude.
it to us? Oh wow, that feels really special. So these shirts are the proof that these people are remote supporters. So thank you very much, and we're looking forward to today. It's really nice, right?
And you see, this is the hard part, is trying to think of just relevant things to talk about while we're also looking at information for stuff that we are not actually here for.
On to our first segment of Capcom TGS Live 2020. It's going to be this.
Here comes Street Fighter, yeah. I tried Street Fighter 5 again recently because it was on PS Plus as the free game this month. It's still just very much not for me at all. I'm far more of an anime fighter person, I think. Yeah, it's chill to head out while they do Street Fighter. The Rise presentation is going to start at 10:02, they said. So it's all chill. No one plays fighting games anymore except for people who don't touch showers. Yeah, you know it, dude. I play BB Tag, I play Grand Blue, I play Eunice. I haven't had a shower in 2.5 months. It's chill. It's part of life, dude. Hey, Roku. Hope you're well, dude.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Mr. Matsumoto. Hi, Mr. Nakayama. It's a pleasure to see you.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and remain positive through this spiel
what sort of
of news.
do you have to share with us today?
But I will be honest, I will not have much relevant to say here.
Summer update, and one of the new characters who are coming to the game. We're going to be talking about Dan.
British Smash player and a Shulk main. Okay, I do want to say at this point that I've just dropped Smash completely. There is no point in me playing that game competitively anymore. I don't have fun with it. Which is a shame, but hey. It's not like I can go to any locals at the moment anyhow, because, you know...
We'll start with an overview of what
COVID.
Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition has to offer.
But yeah, so it's my sole goal in life to accumulate as much negativity as I can.
Is a bundle of the game that includes a lot of the content that was added into Season 4. But it's not limited to just 40 characters and 34 stages and over 200 alternative costumes. It's got an incredible amount of content. And it's got
I'm just going to real quick change the stream title, because if people come in and expect Monster Hunter Rise immediately, they might be a bit disappointed, so I'm just going to quickly put in Street Fighter
Street Fighter 5, this sounds like a great place to jump in. So if you don't have Street Fighter 5 yet,
I think Street Fighter 5 has some funny Monhan costumes. Yeah, it does. I think there's a...
Or the arcade edition, we recommend the
Is there a... No, it's a Nogigante skin for Blanca, which is really funny because it just looks awful.
On PlayStation 4, the Champion Edition upgrade.
I also think it's banned, isn't it?
And you can buy it in Japan.
I think it's an actual banned costume competitively. Because... Okay, I don't play Street Fighter, so I might have this wrong. But in Street Fighter, looking at people's hands is really important, like the character's hands. Because it's a really good way of telling what moves could be coming. And I feel like that costume actually hides the hands. I remember there was an Armika costume where she had pom-poms, I think, that was banned in competitive use because you can't see her hands. And I have a feeling that that was the exact same thing that happened to that, which is really funny.
Remember, you have 10 days left to redeem it.
Also, yeah, Street Fighter is actually on PS Plus at the moment. Even if I don't enjoy the game, you might. And if it's free, then you may as well try it. So hey, you're pissed that it'll be a pain to get the collector's edition for Rise. I'm waiting for the pre-orders to go live in Europe.
If you're thinking of
and as soon as they do, I will be nabbing it. I'll be letting you guys know when they're live. We have a mainly European audience here.
So it'd be great to download it and give it a try.
Yeah, Lura, I see that image, and that image is great.
So we decided to add some additional characters for a limited time.
Oh,
You
neat.
can see
Cool.
the characters on stage right now. Currently, we have Akuma, Colin, Ed, Abigail, Menet.
I'm gonna
and
take this
Zeku.
time while they're talking about fighting games to go, hey,
6 characters that are going
Uni
to be available
CLR
into
is
September
very
30th
cheap
at
now, and
about
it's a
6
really
p.m.
good
Japan
fighting
time.
game, and I will play it with
We
you.
also have some characters from season
game's fucking
3
fun,
and
dude,
season
and it
4 that
has
we're gonna be adding to
An
free play.
absolute banger of a
So if you'd
soundtrack
like
the
to
entire
find
way
out more
through.
information, please keep an eye on our official Twitter.
It might be a bit harder to get into, but
Now's your chance.
I promise it's worth it. It's such a fun game. Does CLR have PS4 PC crossplay? You know what? I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna look it up right now.
So, what was the reaction from players when you announced
Let's have a look, see here.
So, during the recent summer update livestream, we announced the Season 5 characters, and we laid out our roadmap for the future.
From what it seems,
Street Fighter
no.
5 until
Oh, hold on.
now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It has crossplay between
When we were doing
PS3 and
that, it sounds
PS4.
like we had about
but no PS4
100,000
PC,
people
which is a shame.
simultaneously watching in real time. And we were really happy.
Yeah, I
to
can
see
get
all
you
those people
on that,
and see how
Lou.
many
That makes
players are
sense. If you don't use PS
surprisingly
Plus
excited
that
by the
often, there's not much
information
point
we
in
have.
paying for it, because it's quite a pricey online subscription. Especially if it's a month when no good free
What do you
games
think
for
the
you are
underlying
coming out.
concept for Season 5?
That reminds me, if they announce what the
I'd say
next
Season 5
free
is
games are
about, maturation and also new
for next
sensations.
month,
Now, that might sound a little bit paradoxical. They sound like conflicting concepts. But as Street Fighter V turns 5 years old, the game is in a very refined place thanks
usually
to
at the end of the month. I mean, it's
the
26th. They normally announce them on a Tuesday, don't they? So I guess they'll probably be announcing them, yeah, right at the end of the month this time.
The game is got a lot of enjoyment to it. It's got a lot
Speaking of end of the month, 1st of
regardless
October
whether you're
is
playing it or
Fatalis
watching it.
for World.
And the team is working hard to add new characters
I
and
can't
concept systems
say I'm
to
that
make it
excited
even
about it. I'm more
fun.
excited about the stuff that comes with it, like Master Rank Layered.
Fun to see all those new things
But,
added to the game, won't it be? Yeah.
I've been able to hear Fatalis' music
So,
now, and its
speaking
music is
of the
very
summer
good.
update, from August,
So that gives me hope that they're doing him a bit more justice than how he has been in literally every other game.
so it's
But
the 5th season of Street
At the end of the day, it's
so
Fatalis. I don't think there's going to be too
had
much they
a
can do to
plan
him to
add
actually make him
5
fun.
characters. But in the recent summer update, we only revealed 4. Dan, Rose,
But yeah,
Oro,
I will be
and
streaming that on Thursday.
Akira
I will be streaming Fatalis.
from the
I will
rival
probably do him a
schools
couple of
series.
times. Not touch World for the rest of the month. Do
So
AT
the
Velk
first one
when
we
that
plan to
comes
release
out.
during the upcoming
And then I don't know
2020-2021
if I'm going to stream World again, to be
season
honest.
is Dan.
Since Rise has been announced, my motivation to play World has just dropped considerably. Because Rise
So,
just
what
looks
made you
like
decide to
better
release
World
kind of
in
your
every
4
single way.
characters?
Or for me, at least. Stream
So,
Monster
a lot
Hunter
of
2.
characters were
I'd rather
relevant
remove
to
my
characters, a lot of
fingers, to be
really
honest, than
cool
stream Monster Hunter 2.
characters in the series. But we ended up settling on the first 3 because they were very distinct.
Then again, I've
And then
been
we wanted to
streaming
add
Monster Hunter
Akira as
Freedom
a
recently,
quest
and that has
guest character
been
from franchise has been a bit dormant.
that has been awful. So hey,
So Dan's fighting style mixes in
I've been doing the edit for that recently, and been putting a lot of effort into it. It's turning out well so far. It's going to take a bit of time, but it should be a pretty amusing stream edit.
We also have like Oro, we wanted to add because he's got these cool psychic powers that allow him to make objects like rocks and so on float. Then we have, finally,
10 minutes in, guys.
Akira, Kazama Akira.
Can't
who
wait for the sub
uses moves
preview.
based
Yeah,
on
the sub
Chinese
preview will be
martial
out when
arts.
I've got maybe 5-7
And
minutes
we
of
want to do our
content.
best to kind of recreate how
You guys
Shinji
will know when
would
it's
play
out.
her native game. So we're doing our best to deliver all of that to you.
I'm not going to show Twitch subs at the moment.
So
I'm not going to
sounds
take the
good.
time
So
while
we wanna
they're
know
not
who
talking
the
about
best
Monster Hunter
character
to
is.
chill. That seems wrong.
Can you tell us? Sorry, who is it indeed? We hope everyone's looking forward to the final character reveal.
Anyone here in chat who plays Street Fighter, by the way?
Street Fighter V is in its 5th year since its release in 2016. How do you feel looking back? Oh wow, here's some
Because like I've said,
information
I've given it a
on
try multiple times and I've never actually been able to get into it.
You couldn't see this information.
Maybe it's because I'm a degenerate anime fighter player.
So, with all that we
hey.
put into this game, it really feels
Void in silence, yeah. I didn't expect the chat to have many Street Fighter players in it. That's entirely fine.
We've been able to add tons of new, interesting content to the game over
wanna hear
its
something?
lifetime,
Yes, I
like,
wanna hear something.
New battle mechanics and characters,
Character
and costumes.
fit Vice Lady.
And
Perfect
because
for
of
you,
that,
Georgie.
It's brought a lot of really different ways to enjoy the game, and it's been really nice seeing the joy it's brought to the players.
Tried it a while back, didn't enjoy it. Fighting games aren't really my thing. Revolted by the fact you had to purchase characters in the game I brought. Yeah, Street Fighter V and its DLC approach is really weird because there's a lot of DLC characters, but you also don't have to pay real money for any of them. If you like hard grind just playing the game, you can get an in-game currency that allows you to buy all of the DLC without ever actually having to touch your wallet, which is a really good approach to DLC, I think. Even if I would just prefer the standard unlockable characters, or, even better, to make your game complete at launch. You know?
So, piggyback on Street Fighter V's.
I've always said I don't mind buying DLC if the DLC is worth it. I think Smash is definitely worth it because every DLC character has loads of fun.
So Matsumoto is adding, one time we were able to collaborate with Onitsuka Tiger to produce
I enjoy your content very much and look forward to each of your streams. It's a ton of joy and laughter. I can't see more. Thank you, Lyra. That makes me happy.
It had
I appreciate that.
It had
that was a nice ass costume.
Masakazu Katsura, a manga artist, who drew a Chun-Li artwork for the shoe itself. And
That's
for
neat.
us, like, it was a really memorable collaboration.
Smash's DLC approach is quality. It is, yeah.
And
it also helps that the
shoe that they
DLC
sold in real life,
is
you
worked
can
on
actually be
after
added to
the
as
game is
a
complete.
Original costume, so you can see it.
Obviously, there will be plans for DLC as the game is being developed because that's how games are nowadays. I'm cool with that. But also the fact that they now have, like, they made the decision to make a second Fighters Pass because they're like, oh, people really like this, and they don't. I don't think they're necessarily doing it for the money as such. I think it's just because they like working on and seeing people enjoy the game, which is awesome.
And they released overseas something called a Pocky KO. And so if you ever seen like a Pocky, it's got the chocolate in the biscuit, and the Pocky KO, it refers to getting a KO when the
I've never actually had any of that.
Ratio as a Pocky stick.
It's a very Japanese thing, and I've never actually been able to try any. There is a Japanese candy store that opened in the commercial road of where I live now. And I was going to nip in yesterday, and I didn't. I think I'll go up there at some point and see what I can find. Yeah, I've had Mikado. If they're the same thing, then yeah, I've had them. You get them over here as well.
It was a really nice chance to see kind of like
reminds me that Capcom added literal fucking adverts in the background of Street Fighter 5 stages. Okay, so when I played it recently, before the start of every game, there was maybe a second-long still advertising the current, I think the championship tournament going on at the moment for Street Fighter 5. And it was an unavoidable advert at the start of every game, and that was unbearable, to be honest. That sucked ass. Why would you do that?
Start by introducing our first new character for Season 5. I want to take a deep look at Dan. So, Dan is...
My Street Fighter knowledge is not incredible, but isn't this guy a joke character?
He's a fighter who uses the Psycho style. He thinks of himself as the ultimate...
Don't like Street Fighter 5's business model? Yeah, that's fair.
Confidence, he's a crafty fighter, and he taunts his opponents to rile them up.
The translator literally just called him a crappy fighter, so yes.
Yeah, he's a really kind of sneaky and intelligent fighter. So in this game, Dan is also globally famous, actually. His moves are really cool, right? And because that he works as an instructor of the Psycho style, which he claims is invincible. He's fighting once more to attract...
Translator's doing well today, by the way. Translator's doing really well. They did well yesterday, but they're doing even better today. Which is awesome. I'm happy for the translator.
So I understand that.
You know what? While this is going on, I will find the translator's Twitter right now because they do deserve love.
So Dan first appeared in Street Fighter Alpha.
Let's have a look, Caesar.
And at that point, his entire concept was like really quite wild, right? I mean, you can kind of see him on the screen right now. There previously wasn't a character whose selling point was that they were genuinely weak. So it's interesting to see, you know, like, just see this character, like, not really strong, but still up there. You know, and at the same time that we released him, there was another character called Akuma, who is known, you know, to be an incredibly powerful fighter. And so, you know, if you're players and you're playing as Akuma and you lose to Dan, it was really funny to see people being like, oh my god, I can't believe Dan beat Akuma. That's absolutely embarrassing.
Yeah, no, I like the translator's voice as well.
Dan also showed up in Street Fighter 4. His EX Danku Kyaku was a really strong attack.
Luru, I'll send you the link to this dude's Twitter if you don't mind putting it in the chat.
You know, he wasn't really that great.
The link that Luru's about to put in the chat is the Twitter of the translator who's talking at the moment. And they're really cool, so you should go and follow them. Or at least send them a little bit of love, because they're good. They're doing real well.
In fights. So we think he's kind of like got a new coat of paint, and he's a new fun character to play. It's kind of really funny, like these like weak characteristics and how like these useless taunts. It must be really
For people
fun.
who've just arrived, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Monster Hunter Rise waiting room. We got about 20 more minutes of Street Fighter, and then we're into the good stuff.
A clip today that demonstrates how Dan's distinct moves and taunts from previous games are brought into Street Fighter V. If you could take a look at it, we think you'd really enjoy it. So, talking about his normal attacks first, well, actually, we got his normal attacks and some ultimate attacks and some throws and dashes and stuff. So now we're showing some of his basic normal attacks. This is something from the Ultra Street Fighter 4.
It just gets too much after getting into competitive. Yeah, a lot of traditional fighters can be that way. Also, there's been the whole debacle with Tekken recently, which has been really funny to watch from an outsider, but if you're actually a Tekken player, it must be suffering. That's another game I've really never been able to get into.
A lot of people know about V-skills. There are two types of V-skills in this game. For Dan, both
I think maybe just pure traditional fighters, not quite my thing anymore. I played a lot of Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 is a good-ass game.
So this is actually not just
and I'd absolutely recommend it.
It also can cancel special moves when it's executed. The other
5, not quite as much for me.
We can't show you just yet, but it can cancel normal moves when they hit. So, it's a pretty technical move. Next, we're going to talk about his basic combos. I'm punching this guy really nicely. So you can see these are some
do
of the
be
attacks
punching.
that we showed you
That's a
before.
good observation, translator.
Really good to string together some cool combos with specials and other attacks.
Punch.
This is something we haven't talked about just yet. But this is a attack that uses the V trigger. His moves are something that really reward.
Yeah,
practice,
Luru's just
so it's
posted
good
the
to
link
get
to
used
the
it.
translator's Twitter.
Next up, we'll talk about his taunts.
Give them love. They deserve it. They're doing a real good job.
The V skill. There aren't actually any special effects or functions for the taunt. They're kind of just useless. But there are actually some executable hidden commands you can look forward to. So maybe they're not totally useless. So
That's cool. I like the fact that that is a
once the game
thing.
is out, play around and see what you can find. Next up, we have another video to you. We think you'll like it.
Dan is a very unusual name in Street Fighter.
So, this
I will
is
agree
his
with that.
legendary
Just having like a
taunt.
raw English name.
So the combat team couldn't stop.
Where's the
while they
Monha?
were,
Be
making
patient,
this.
lads. When it comes, it'll just be all the sweeter.
So,
Not too long now.
is a really nice thing. It has like a little bit of something. If you watch it to the end,
You just gotta
something
think. You just
funny
gotta
might
stick with
happen.
this
So,
just a little bit
It
longer.
might be hard for fighters to decide whether or not they want to.
And we'll
to
be
see what
in
he
with
does,
the
or to,
first
like,
live
just go
gameplay
smack
of Monster Hunter
him.
Rise. You want to see the new Bug Monster?
So hope
I
our
also want
people
to.
who are looking forward to trying
I
out
really
all the
like
things
its
that
design.
we showed today and all the things that we couldn't.
And I'm also just happy it exists. Getting monsters with those kinds of unique skeletons is really cool. You want to see Mizu and Zen?
No,
They're two monsters that I'm fairly confident will be in the
like I said
game.
at the beginning, like
if even just because of their design.
Like a lot of it going deep dive into figuring out this character.
Saw a glimpse of him, loved him instantly. Yeah.
The better he will get. So
It's a cool ass design. The gameplay they showed off yesterday, like the extra 20 seconds,
but I understand you have more to discuss.
looked really good. That fucking right at the start of the extra section with the attack where you can yeet yourself into the air with a wire bug and just drop a barrel bomb down is so cool. Don't even want to see music for yourself, just for a glimpse.
We received
That's fair.
a lot of different submissions, over 500.
Gonna main Hammer for Rise? We've only seen like one thing from Hammer. But if it's World style Hammer, just know that it will be fun because Hammer is one of the best things about World.
We have Jinxie and Guard.
Hopes that you can use items in the air? Ooh, that's an interesting suggestion.
Really well done. They have like put a lot of effort into them.
Is this Twitch TOS friendly? I've just looked over back to the screen.
Jinxie's costume that helped it to win.
I'm gonna stop looking at that screen.
So the first thing I want to say is we never imagined that our
But,
fans would choose two
those designs,
but they were just so good that
they're good. I really like them.
It's a testament to how well both designs fit her character. So this design is great. Probably because it really like ties into her concepts and her story and everything like that.
No, that's some cool outfits.
So
I
especially
like
this
them.
one, like Jinxie, really.
Hope Hunting Horn is gonna get the best of
links
both
to the
sides.
story. And
That would be really neat. I'm always down for Hunting Horn
really
buffs.
happy to
Anything
see
to make Hunting Horn more popular is something I can agree
So you
with,
can
even if I don't
see,
play it that much myself.
She's wearing M. Bison's hat and Seth's cloak, and I love the fact that, you know, she's got all of these pieces of hair on her. And she's
Really like
also
Joe's
got,
design.
This bob
I
haircut,
also do.
and
So
you
hey,
think that,
can't
wow,
blame you
that was
there.
like a really cute design for her.
I always find it cool when developers run these kinds of contests
So
like
it looks
this.
like both these
It's often
designers
Capcom
are
doing
doing
them as
a
well.
lot of
We've
effort
obviously
in
had
the
the
designs.
World
So moving on, what
design
about
contest
Guard? What
happened. There was one for
about this
4
one?
Ultimate as well. I don't think Cross and Double Cross
So this
had
design
ones,
was
but
really
I know
liked
the
by
ones for
everybody
4
among the
and
staff, especially Matsumoto.
World were both really good.
In
And they gave us
acting,
some like
the
fan favorite
character's
weapons. Like
personality
Wyvern
really
Ignition
well. I mean, she
in
really
World
looks like she'd
was
wear this,
a
like,
design contest weapon. And in base World it was like one
She
of
was
the best
like,
great swords. So yeah, it's cool that they make these weapons viable. They make these fan creations viable so that they can get good use.
Actually, interesting thing about this contest, we received a large number of submissions.
Yeah, that's a
tied into
fair
Japanese culture.
cycle
This costume is
when it comes to
also,
fighting games.
like a really very specific.
It might just be that fighting games aren't for you, and that's
I wouldn't. You would really
That's
see
not a
something
bad
like this
thing.
overseas, wouldn't you?
just because you don't like a game doesn't mean it's bad,
This isn't like a genre that you usually see that much overseas.
and vice versa. So hey,
But we hope that, you know, people
Characters
overseas
look nice,
look at
yeah.
this and go, oh man, that's this
I
really
love
cool
fighting
little
game
bit of,
character designs.
Japanese
Again,
culture.
play UniCLR because that game is fantastic. And its sprite artwork
Might
is
not be
just
image of
fucking
Japan, it's like
unparalleled.
kimonos and ninjas, but things like this special kind of punk
A little bit harder to get into,
jacket is
but
not
it's a
something
good
that's
ass game.
usually known, so
Still
we
enjoy
think we'll
fighting games
discover
by
it's
liking
good Japanese
characters,
culture.
absolutely. Yeah.
Now, it's really exciting to see these how these designs get implemented. I hope everyone at home looks forward to it.
CLR's
So,
pixel art is going to give you a heart attack one day. Entirely fair.
Yeah, so this illustration contest was a really big success.
Okay, we're coming up to the end of the
We want to
Street
thank
Fighter
everyone who
presentation
chose
now.
to participate.
Cheers for sticking it out, guys.
So,
we're nearly at the
due
good
to
stuff.
Issues with ratings and other companies' copyrights and so on. We have to be really careful with things. We have to tread carefully.
Really now?
But the
Huh.
development team has expressed interest in holding another contest, so hopefully we'll get to do it again.
That's cool. I'm happy that that's something they're doing.
Really nice.
Adding
let's
fan content
keep
to
our
your
fingers
game
crossed for a
is
second
always
costume
a good
contest.
thing,
Let's hope that it happens.
most of the time.
So, Mr. Matsumoto.
I immediately
talked about a
thought
lot
of one
things,
bad
but I
example.
hear that after this, we'll also be talking
One
about
day
Monster
my
Hunter Rise
sentences
and
will make
Monster
sense.
Hunter Stories 2, The Wings of Ruin.
Monhan?
I'm sure that there are a lot of Monster Hunter fans watching us right now. And this is something I want to talk about, but I hear that there is a collaboration between Street Fighter V and Monster Hunter World, or there was one, right?
There was, yes.
Yes, that's right. It's going to show up on the...
Look at that Nogi
right over here.
costume. Look how fucking atrocious that
in addition
is.
to adding the song Proof of a Hero, we also have the collaboration...
They know that the people here are just waiting for Monster Hunter.
Hey guys, I know you're here for another game. Do you wanna play Street Fighter 5? Guys, we have Monster Hunter costumes. That'll make you want to buy the game, right?
Over here.
Zenogre outfit looks good. It does.
We wanted to make sure that everybody knew that Blanca was going to be included in this.
I also like the Rafflos arm design, but then again, I'm a sucker for the Rafflos arm design, so hey. Is this Monster Hunter or Street Fighter? This currently is the Street Fighter presentation. It's only going on for another 5 minutes, I believe, and then after that is Monster Hunter Rise. So yeah. Hey Cena, by the way. Hope you're well.
We hope you consider getting. So remember, right now Street Fighter V Champion Edition really is a great bundle, so take a look at it. So now we're going to move on to Street Fighter news, other Street Fighter V news. So first up, we have information on the Street Fighter League that commenced on September 25th. That was yesterday.
Is Japan actually running tournaments or things at the moment?
Street Fighter League Pro JP 2020, Japan's top team league, which is being held in Street Fighter.
Yeah, not many people are playing because most people are watching the live stream. We want to get news.
We had some really amazing participants like the legendary Daigo and Tokido as well. Through them, you know, we came up with a dream team of other ferocious players who fought their way through a preliminary tournament to enter the league. There's prestige and prize money were on the
You like
line.
today's translator better than the one that was yesterday? This is yesterday's translator. It's the same dude.
In last night's first episode, as well as all future episodes.
And they're doing better today.
9 p.m.
They didn't do
Japan
bad
time
yesterday,
on
but they're doing better today.
Capcom's official channel.
Which I'm cool with.
You'll
I'm happy
definitely
they're
be able
doing a good
to find
job.
out more information on our official channel, on our official website, so keep an eye out for that. Yesterday was really fun. The fights were really intense. So
Yeah,
if
yesterday
you're
was their
curious,
first time
definitely
doing
take a
it,
look for
so
Google it,
you
and
can't blame
find
them.
out. So next, our last topic for the day is info on the limited edition collaboration watch models being made with Seiko Watch's casual brand, the Seiko 5 Sports.
What is with Japanese games and collaborations with watch companies?
Japanese-made casual
And making
watch
them
brand.
extremely limited and
So Seiko 5
extremely
Sports is a
pricey.
Japanese-made casual watch brand with mechanical movement, and will be selling a limited run of watches in collaboration with Street Fighter V.
That's something that seems to happen
starting
quite a lot.
on today, Saturday, September 26th. So we're going to have a number of different models available, including Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, Gaio, Blanca, and Zangief. So 6 models all will be available. And
yeah, they're making them extremely
so
limited as well. It's weird.
Really awesome
This seems to
special
happen
pieces.
all the time, and it's such a strange thing.
On the screen.
Most annoying part is that it's regional only. Yeah, I mean, generally I think you can import these things. I have a friend who imported something similar to this that was Capcom related. I can't remember exactly what it was.
The one he's got is Gaio.
Did you miss the Monster Hunter Rise stuff?
there we go, there's
You know, the Monster Hunter Rise stuff is starting in about 10 minutes. Welcome, by the way. I hope you're well. Don't care, won't afford it anyhow. So yeah, that's fair.
Like, you know, the closer you look, the
I
more
don't even
details
wear a
you can
watch
see. They really
anymore.
put a
I used to
lot
wear
of
one religiously, and then I got out of the habit of doing it, and now it's just not comfortable
So
for me
they are
anymore.
on sale today, right?
Hell yeah,
For
thanks
more
so much. It's all
details on where
good.
to buy one in Japan,
We're nearly there. We're nearly at the
please
Rise
consult the
news.
special site
It's gonna be
for
awesome.
the
It's gonna be
Seiko
great.
5 Sports Street Fighter 5 limited edition collaboration.
Don't wear one as it gets in the way. Yeah, that's kind of what I find
This
now.
is the last piece of information.
Just have a
So I
phone.
bet
Yeah.
people are wondering about the shirts that these two are wearing. These are on sale right now.
Phones
on
end
the
up replacing
Capcom
so
shop.
many things that I used to just wear. It's just
So
easier to carry a
this
phone in your
t-shirt that I'm
pocket.
wearing was designed by the.
These hoodies look cool. I agree.
It was really kind of like.
I kind of hope they make make the
You can see the
t-shirt
part there as
designs that
well.
the Monster Hunter
So,
devs
this
were wearing
was
yesterday available because they look
originally
really
designed by
nice.
Illustrator Bengasu.
I actually have one of
And
the
it
15th
features
anniversary
Street Fighter
shirts.
V
One of my friends got one
characters.
from me
Around a total
when he went to
40
Japan.
of them, I think. There's a lot of them.
Got me the
next up is
Steaks
the partner
shirt, and I
hoodie.
love it. If you haven't seen a picture of it, I'll put a picture on the
designed by
Discord afterwards
Bengasu.
because it's
And
just
is a limited
an awesome
edition
shirt.
to Capcom only. So this is a unique design that features great line over a nice background.
That looks really nice, actually. Oh, I like the
On
fight
chest,
stick
you
on
can
the front
see
as well.
the joystick button.
That's cool. I do like that, actually. That's really nice. I would wear that.
It's a pretty slim, thin hoodie, so it's really good to use year-round. If you want to find out more information, please make sure to check out eCapcom.
Cool.
Can I see all these 40 characters? Show me where each and every one of them is. I can only see one. Oh, there we go.
That's a nice
When you
design.
get close, you can see them really clearly.
That's actually a really nice design. God damn.
And they're really printed well.
Really glad that
Came out
Monhun's
very
getting back to
nice.
handheld consoles. Yeah, same. My Switch is definitely my preferred console, and as much as I'm fine with home console Monster Hunter now, because I actually have the time for it a bit more,
No problem.
portable is definitely better for me.
So,
And plus, the Switch is a hybrid console, so if you like home console Monster Hunter more, you can just play it docked.
Information is available on eCapcom, so please don't forget to check it later. And just like that, it
You
looks
can
like
take
we're
shit and
about
kill
out of
monsters
time.
again. Hell yeah. That's it, that's
Before
the
you
goal,
go,
that's
can
the
you give
dream.
us a final message? Can you give our viewers
Portable
a
was
final
cancelled the
message?
stream. Yes, that is a fair point.
So thank
It
you for
definitely
watching
was.
today.
3DS capture cards are awful.
Street Fighter V is in its 5th year.
Yeah,
We're
Lou,
working
you need
hard
to
ensure
finish
that it'll be
Automata.
enjoyable for many more
That
years
game
to
is
come.
fantastic.
We hope that you'll continue to support it. Oh, and definitely don't forget to
I'm
look
still
forward to
hoping we
Season
get a Switch Pro
Thanks.
within the next year. I think that'd be really cool. I would definitely pick one up.
Thank you all for watching
But
today.
I'm not holding out any hope for it just yet.
So,
No matter how many rumors there are.
development team is hard at work on the final season of Street Fighter V.
It is, it's time.
Director Nakayama and the
We're nearly
rest
here.
of the team, we all deeply
Couple
love,
more minutes
Street
now and we
Fighter,
will be
and are doing
starting
our best to make
the
something
Monster Hunter
absolutely
presentation.
spectacular. When I see the content
I'm
being
excited,
made
guys.
on the,
I'm really excited.
Development floor, I can feel the love that everybody has for
You'll
this
use your
series.
PS4 when Fatalis comes out. That's
Please
fair.
look forward to more news.
I've said it already, but I will stream Fatalis when it comes out, and I
So
think that's
that our
basically one of the
time
last
here is
World
up.
streams I'm gonna do.
That concludes our presentation on Street Fighter V Champion Edition. Our guests for this segment have been producer Shuhei Matsumoto and director Takayuki Nakayama. Thank you both for coming, and thank you.
Alright, here we go.
So, up next is some special additional info from Capcom.
God damn it, there's another 10 minutes of
where our special
shell.
celebrity guests,
No.
Hirai-san and Chokura-chan will be introducing this year's
I will be
official
staying on and
Capcom
streaming
TGS
the
merch.
second
After this,
part
we'll
that's
also be
immediately
having another
afterwards as
presentation
well.
starting at 9:50 p.m. Japan time for the recently
That's
announced
cool, though.
Monster Hunter Rise and
This
Monster
is just
Hunter
like general
Stories 2
information
Rings of
next, which I'm
There
fine
you'll
with.
get
It'll
your
probably
first
just be a
glimpse
couple
of
of
how the game
trailers for
looks on real
things.
hardware, so make sure you
Bit more
look
time to
forward
talk, bit more
Definitely
time
give it a
to
watch.
natter
After that,
through.
we'll have a talk show segment with a very special guest, Maki Goto. So thank you, and see you all again soon.
Okay, so this is only in Japanese, so I'm just gonna hit high mute on that 1 second. But it's cool. I'm happy with how this is going so far when it comes to Rise. If you didn't see the presentation yesterday, they basically covered very similar stuff to the Direct. You didn't really miss too much if you didn't watch it. The only trailer variant that they showed off was an extra 20 seconds of gameplay footage. Spoilers, Rise is going to be mediocre. Yeah, maybe to some people, and that's fine. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty swell. Could show the trailer variant again? Yeah, that's not a bad shout, actually. Let me turn that screen off for a second. I'm kidding, I'm so hyped. I can never really tell with you, Rossi. I have to act attached while I pre-order it. Honestly, that is a fair approach. Is that from P5R? No, this music at the moment is from Season 2 of Kekai Sensen, which is an amazing anime that you should absolutely watch. But it has, like, a mostly English soundtrack, and the songs are chill as hell. I love them. I use them in the background of a lot of my content. Go back to the other stream, they showed Monster Hunter merch. Did they? It's just a waiting screen for me at the moment. Let's grab the old trailer up. Give this a little peek again. Because it looks good. It looks really nice. But let me skip to that new section towards the end. Because for people who haven't seen it, I'll just let it run through once. The one thing I do want to quickly mention, now that I've watched this again without me or anyone else talking over it, is I really hope there is just an option to turn off Hunter voices, because I'm not sure how I feel about actual full voice acting. Kekai Sensen Season 3 when? Never. And I'd be chill if it was never, because I think it's pretty good how it is at the moment. Hunter voices is meh, probably stale rather fast. Yeah, that's kind of my concern. We'll have the option to change dub's language and shit, so yeah. The thing is though, is I want to play the game in English dub, because that's generally how I like playing the games, but I just want there to be an option to turn off the actual Hunter voices, because those kinds of shoutouts will just annoy me. But yeah, it's cool, because seeing, like, this is what I was talking about earlier, where you eat yourself up with the wire bug and just barrel bomb. It's just amazing. We'll go Japanese mainly because of the setting. Can't blame you for that. That's fair. That attack looks so cool. Also, I'm happy to see 5th gen Azuras. Lance stuff looks nice. We talked about this a tiny bit yesterday, but what's this little dude here? I saw people on Twitter saying that it could be like some kind of usable thing. I think it's just like another usable endemic life. Give me custom tags? That'd be neat. I'd be chill with that. The fluffy boy. Yes, he spin. Cat weapons. Spooder. Okay, so up in the top right, you see like that little white bulge. I can't remember who it was. There was someone on Twitter who slowed down the footage frame by frame, and they got a very good screen where you can see that the little white bulges like on it in some places are little spiders, and that is equal parts incredibly creepy and makes me shiver because I hate spiders, but probably like a really cool monster design to fight. Reminds me a bit of Giganox. But yeah, let me put my sound back on. Zoom. Hammer, Wirebug art looks cool. This looks I like the slide on this. And the other thing I noticed is that this move here is the Sakura / hunting art from GU, the double swipe. So they're obviously integrating them back into just the standard moveset, which I'm really excited for, because they don't just dump those animations and moves back in a previous game. They're actually taking them over, which is awesome. I love that. I just wonder what kind of effects it will have now, because they'll obviously have to tone them down a bit if they're in the regular moveset. But yeah, let me take this back to the Capcom scene. real quick. Oh, that is still Japanese. Okay, we're gonna mute that again. Good grief. You pogged, Luru? Let's go. I'm down for some pogging. Turn off my stream real quick, so I think I just... We good? We're good. Okay. My stomach is really rumbling. I don't know if that's coming up on the mic. I don't think I've eaten anything today. I should fix that. I haven't broken it. I think something's just happened. 1 second with my monitor. Let me... No, if I plug everything back in. Hold up. Okay, we're back. We're good. We're good. We're chill. But yeah. 5 minutes now until it actually properly begins. Should be awesome. They're just doing a load of merch stuff right now. Is this is that what it is? Is this protein? Oh shit, yeah it is. Neat, I guess. Cool shirt. Okay, that's less cool. I'd prefer it if it was just that. But hey. Ass shirt. Father, may you please fight me the Street Fighter 5 bum shirt? Street Fighter 2, rather. Ass shirt, bottom text. This is comfy as hell music. I like it. When I was editing the recent video on the channel, I ended up kind of just listening to this stuff again and adding a bit of that, and oh my god, it's such a good soundtrack. I'll have to actually watch the show again. Literally, please. Nice. But yeah, a couple of minutes left, and then we're good to go. We're finally good to go. Be nice, it'd be awesome. I'm gonna be super excited. You gotta read it? I have read it. Oh, hold up. Shit. Hold up. This is normal stories, isn't it? This is actual stuff that's relevant to us. What do you mean trash stories? Shut the up. This is... Oh, wait. Wait, this is Riders? Hold up. No, if it's Riders, I'm gonna turn it back off, because that game is ass. No, is it? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'll keep this in the background. For people who don't know what Monster Hunter Riders is, it's a Japanese-only mobile gacha game, and it's fucking awful. It sucks because obviously it's using the story's like style and look, which I love, but yeah,
It's not great.
the character designs look good. They do. The character designs look really nice, but yeah, Riders not great. Non-approval for me, which is a real shame. Yeah, I've had enough of Japanese shouting for a while. I'm just gonna mute that again. We'll let it run in the background. But yeah, it's not chill. This isn't anything new, I don't believe. Yeah, the actual Rise presentation is going to be starting in 2 minutes on the dot. I just saw that tick over, so. Riders has some great animation work. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. Bang. Also, Pethead, welcome. Hope you're well. Oh man, Riders, why did you have to be awful? It's still one of these things where I kind of hope they do release a localized version. But at the same time, if it never comes out, then I would be happy with that. Well, I have Riders, same name as the anime, but nothing similar to the anime. Yeah, stories and its anime-related counterparts are really strange. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. I'm excited, dude. I'm super excited. But yeah, we're starting up in a moment. I'm going to unmute this, and there's probably going to be a fair amount of Japanese that I'm not going to understand. No translation for this section. I want to say it's just because most of it is merch advertising for things that are Japanese exclusive. Which I think is entirely fair.
はい、皆さんもぜひね、プレイしてみてください。よろしくお願いします。お願いします。さあ、モンスターハンターライダースの情報はここまでとなります。はい。では次のタイトル紹介に行く前に皆さんに、
That's here.
カプコン TGS ライブ
It's some nice artwork.
2020キャンペーンの情報でございます。
Again, Monster Hunter Riders has some excellent character
まず
designs.
一つはですね、モンスターハンターライズ、モンスターハンターストーリー
Here
ズ
we go.
バイオハザー
We're
ド
starting in just a second,
そ
lads.
してストリートファイターコミュニティ
I heard them say Monster Hunter Rise. We're about to head straight into it.
Alright,
let me change that stream title.
期間中にハッシュタグ CTL2020 をつけてツイートしていただいてくれた方の中から抽選で各アカウント2名ずつ合計10名様にデジタルギフ
Let's
ト
get hype.
新定番クオカードペイ
Let's get excited.
1万円分が当たるキャンペーンを実施しております。締め切りは明日9月27日日曜日
Oh
の
no, as soon as you get an ad, I'm
59分までに
sorry.
ツイートしていただいた方が対象となります。
Twitch is being a pain because Twitch has just added like random ads that I cannot control. So I'm very sorry if you get some.
その言葉をすべて
It
順番に
sucks.
並べてできたキーワードをカプコン TGS ライブ2020特設サイトにございます応募フォームに入力して応募してください。抽選で100名
Imagine
様
not
に
being
クオカード
subbed.
ペイ500円分が
Georgie,
当たる
please.
キャンペーンも実施します。こちらの締め切りは明日9月27日日曜日の朝9時までです。なお、明日
No one likes
27
the
日
new
の
ad
カプコン
mechanics.
TGS ライブ2020
Yep.
2日目でのキーワードキャ
No
ン
one
ペーンを
likes
実
it.
施
It
します
sucks.
ので2日間でなんと200名様に当たるチャンスがございます。
I've seen nothing
ぜひご
positive.
参加ください。
Sub gifts are about to start. Please,
200名様に当たり
please
ます。
don't gift subs.
はい。アプリ入れてなくても送られてきた URL をタップして支払いバーコードを表示するだけで簡単に使えちゃうので皆さんぜひ応募してゲットしてください。
ありがとう。
はい、ということで平井さん早速本
Georgie,
日
don't hit that button.
一つ目のキーワード
I'll slap
発
you.
表お願いします。
はい、ショコラちゃんにほ
Don't
とん
make
ど
me
やって
cry
も
on
らって
stream
ます
again.
んで
God
ね
damn。
いえいえ。
開いて書いてる場所もあるんですけど、それ全部ショコラちゃんにやってもらってます。
はい、一つ目のキーワードこちら。
Okay.
はい、カタカナの
God, yeah,
ガ
that
です。
is also what's going through my head right now. Can we start?
はい、一つ目のキーワードはカタカナ
Come
の
on.
ガになります。
It's scheduled to start now.
はい、
So
最後のキーワードが発表されるまでお見逃しなく。
you feel very confused? Welcome to watching the Japanese streams.
じゃあ続いてのプログラム
I was watching them back when they had no English translation, so I just had to assume everything. Stoneflash, I swear. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. Just realized that my alert box is not in the right place. Let's move that background.
Now, everybody,
Thank you for the sub, my
tuning
dude.
in Capcom TGS Live 2020. Let's move on to our next title.
The alert box is out of the frame. Yes, right. We're starting. Here we go. Volume is up. Here we go. Get hype. Time to get super hype.
So, it is time to talk a bit more about Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2, The
Fuck
Wings
yeah.
of Ruin. We announced these games only recently, but they've already got lots of people talking.
Good.
So this
They should
presentation
do,
will be
because
simultaneously interpreted
goddamn,
into
these
both
games
English
both
and
look
Chinese.
amazing.
Hi, that's me.
Let's go. Yeah.
If you
Let's
want
go.
more information and you're not, don't know how to listen to the thing that I'm saying right now, please go onto their official website. So first, we're going to start with Monster Hunter Rise, and we've got
Hello,
the producer,
Tsujimoto-san.
Yozo Tsujimoto, and the director, Yasunori Ichinose, here to tell you more about the game.
I like Ichinose's
Hi,
hat.
Tsujimoto. Oh, you can see
I've
the
just
little
realized that
picture
this is
there.
also direct feed footage of the
And I am
hub
the
in the
director,
background.
Ichinose.
That's cool.
So, Mr. Tsujimoto,
It's a really cool hat. I like the hat.
you already talked a bit about these games at TGS Online 2020 yesterday. So
His shirt? Is he wearing the same shirt from yesterday?
what do you have in store for us today?
Or is it a different one?
So on this
Tsujimoto
show, I
is
will
wearing the same
cover what I
shirt from
talked about
yesterday.
yesterday a little bit, but I will also be showing you an exclusive first look at live gameplay.
Hell yeah.
We hope that you're looking forward to it.
Oh no, that's really cool. I like the hoodie.
Exciting. It's going to be the first ever reveal
What have you
of the
missed? You haven't
gameplay.
missed anything, Cameron.
So let's not waste
It's
any
just
more words.
started.
Where do you want to start?
Isn't he part of the Monster Hunter World live streams? Yeah, the guy in the middle, for people who aren't familiar with him, is series producer Ryozo Tsujimoto, and he is a god amongst men. He is one of the best people in the industry right now, and I'm very happy that he's got control over Monster Hunter. So here's yesterday's trailer again, I assume. He's fantastic. Legitimately, he is just one of the best people in the industry. I love him. He's only interested in doing good things in the purpose of the player, which is awesome. Lost count of how many times I've watched this already? Oh yeah, same. Fantastic fucking opening trailer. Look at this fucking movement, dude. Okay, what I kind of want to learn today more than anything else is the limitations of the wire bug. Where's my arts? Looks like they're being integrated into the moveset. But we will see. We'll find out today, I think. So, hey. I think I'll be happy no matter what way they use them. I don't actually think I've asked this question yet, but what do you guys think about Rise's monster design so far for the new ones? Because I fucking love it. They look really creative. I love them. I think they look a lot better than World's monster design. World's monster design was already pretty nice, but these look more in line with, like, I want to say 3rd gen monsters. So I'm happy. They all look great so far. They're meh in your opinion? That's fair. I'm hoping one shows up at some point that you're like, it'd be neat if that happened. They second the Magnum Arlo. That one's cool? Yeah. The Magnum Arlo looks fantastic. I'm happy to have enough Fanged Wyvern flagship as well, because Fanged Wyverns are just cool. I like Great Izuchi because of how he fights. I also really like it as well. The attacking in tandem thing is so cool. I'm really surprised that's something they haven't actually done until this point. You want Delamador? I personally don't want Delamador because I hate that monster, but I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it coming back. I have faith that they'll make it a better fight. Look at the amiibo. They actually showed off the amiibo designs yesterday and they look pretty neat. Bring Great Woggy back? Yes. I would also love that. Or just the greats back in general.
Oh, that was just the first trailer for the game.
He sounded so disappointing, like he wanted another one.
Monster Hunter Rise is exactly after seeing that. So let me tell you. So our main focus.
You were off timing, Proto. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything new so far.
Nintendo Switch,
It's chill,
allows you
dude.
to kind of pick up
You got
and
it.
play
You
the
got
game
this.
wherever
You
you
got
want, whenever you want, and with anyone you want.
He's probably seen it a lot of times
But
as
I
well.
also go into more detail
Sorry.
later. But the Rise in the title refers to the freedom of movement that the player has. We thought a lot about. You know, what
I'm
can I
happy that
do?
they're doing a big focus on movement.
And you'll be able to see a lot of this when we do the game play later. But you're able to really jump upwards and use
The main
fire
reason he
button
translates
climb
is to
through
see
all
the footage
sorts of
firsthand.
places. So that sort of rise is something that we wanted to bring into the title. So,
Hello, people just joining.
now,
I hope you're all well.
from
It's
here
just
on,
started here. You haven't missed
Ichinose and I
anything.
will tell you what kind of game Monster Hunter Rise is going to be, what kind of features it's going to have.
Yeah,
So
the
let's start with the new
translator
player
said that
actions.
he wants to play Monster Hunter at some
We
point,
have
but hasn't
some
had the time.
images for you on the screen.
So he's at least interested in it, which is cool.
So
Gonna buy
as
this
you
on
can
eShop
see,
instead of physical.
the
That's
player
fair. I
is
live
using
very
something
close to a
called
game store, so
Wire
I
Bug,
will
which allows you to
be.
give all sorts
I'll
of
be
new
pre-ordering it
actions.
and picking it up. They'll probably do a midnight release
So
for
as
it
you
here,
can
which
see,
is
this
awesome.
not only lets you scale
Peta,
steep
cheers for the
cliffs
follow.
and reach high places,
Appreciate it.
it allows you very quick movement.
Yeah, the movement in this game just
And
looks
as we saw
fantastic.
in the trailer, it allows you to combine it with your weapon for a variety of spectacular attacks. So that's
What I'm wondering
it
is
gives
what is
Monster
actually just the
Hunter a
limits of
completely
it. That's
fresh
my main
hunting
question for today.
experience, Ride.
I personally think that Wirebug is going to be like a chargeable resource.
So the wire bug allows for
But we'll see.
a variety
Look at
of route
that!
actions.
This clip, I said it yesterday as well, I've watched that little clip loads of
So,
times because
using
that
this
looks
one
fucking awesome.
gives you all sorts of things that you can do, and that increases your options in combat.
It looks great. It looks really fluid, it looks
It also
integrated
gives,
really well.
You have a lot more traversal options, and the game a much faster pace. And you can see the difference. Like another thing that we did is the difference between the camp and the locales that you visit. There is no borders in between them, so you can go straight into the
Yes,
action.
it is world-style areas, which I'm cool
So
with.
now we'd like to.
I'm not sure which
introduce
style
a
areas I prefer,
new
they both have their
locale.
advantages and disadvantages, so I'm happy to do another game where it's called world-style areas.
This one's called
Because the map design looks better than World already.
which is kind of like an
Obviously, we've only
old
seen
temple
one, but
that's
it's
been
a very
ruined
good
by the
start by
time.
the looks
It's
of
a
things.
ravaged field leftover with old
There's a lot more flatter areas, which I'm very happy about.
You'll actually
Yeah,
be able to see
I
this a
mentioned
little bit more
the
up
shiny
close
drops
during some
yesterday.
live gameplay,
They've kept
in
world-style
one
shiny drops, which is cool, but they've also added a beam of light at the top of them so you can see them better,
Can't wait to see
similar
it.
to a particular mod.
So in that
So
trailer,
I'm
they also
happy.
included
I'm happy with that.
something else, right? A new, I think it was a buddy, right? It looks new, right?
So yeah, they're just going over some of the stuff that we already know. So they're going to talk about, yeah, Palamutes.
Buddy
Yeah.
is known as a Palamute. So Palamutes actively coordinate attacks with a player.
Imagine the areas being
And you can
open
even-
but smaller than world
I
with
think,
more
like, just
maps.
like you were
That's a
saying
fair
right here,
shout, actually.
You
That
can ride on their
sounds
backs to move
pretty
quickly around
accurate.
the map.
Yeah, the French
The
name
value
is
allows any
Chomsky,
amount of
which
combat.
is just an amazing name. I mentioned this yesterday during this exact same footage. It's not a concern for me because it doesn't bother me that much, but it probably will bother other people. But there is fairly noticeable pop-in for some of the ground textures here,
When you're riding a Palamute, your
which
hunter's
isn't
stamina
fantastic.
so you can run across
I don't
each
really care
area
about it that much, but I
freely
can
and
see
really
why
just
some
kind of
people would be put
explore
off
to your heart's content.
by that.
Also, while you're riding a Palamute, you can also use some items and do some actions like recovering your health, and we'll show you a little bit of that later.
Awesome.
Wow, it's
It exists
really
in
nice
World
how
as well.
seamless
Yes, it
the
does,
game is
so,
and how stress-free
hey.
it is because you can just
You don't
move
notice it
around,
quite as much.
on the back of the Palamute. And of course,
I think they've said at this point that the doggos
doggos
aren't on rail. I think they are just free
So,
movement. I might
so obviously this
be
time we have
wrong
these
about that,
Palamutes
and we
as
will
well.
find out today, I imagine,
But
for
this
certain.
We also have Palamutes,
But I'm
of
pretty
course,
sure I
and when you're playing
heard them
solo play,
say
you're actually able to bring
at
two
some
buddies,
point.
two buddies,
Or at
with you.
least
So you
infer.
can decide to bring two Palamutes or two Palicos.
The
or
base
one
sets,
Palamute
by
and
the
a
way, the
Palico,
village
so whether or
sets,
not you
the
like
ones on the Hunter
roses
as
or
well, they both
cats,
look
you can kind of
amazing. I
pick
love the
whichever
designs of them.
combination of them that you want. And when you're playing multiplayer, you can only
The
bring
base armors
one
look
buddy
fantastic,
with you.
yes.
So you can pick the one that you like. Once again, cat person, dog person, or whatever. You can also choose not to bring a buddy as well. We kind of leave it up to the player to decide their own method of gameplay.
Some people compare it to Shinobi like armor.
Wow, she
Yes.
says it's
Yeah, it's a
really
good
like,
comparison.
the game is like really fun. There's lots of people who are involving people, animals, buddies. So obviously the monsters are the stars of the show because it's Monster Hunter, right? Mr. Ichinose, could you tell us about that? So
How monsters will be
we
scaled
talked
now? Yeah,
about this,
choice bring.
before
companions.
the flagship monster, Monster Hunter Rise. It is the
That's something I'm
Magma,
concerned about
which is a
because
fearsome fanged wyvern. You can kind of see it's got this strong air of
The
menace about it.
Direct said that you can,
Really kind of this big, imposing thing that you'll have to fight.
what was it, bring, in
We'll
4
be able to get more
players,
information,
you can
but
bring
that will all
one
be coming later.
companion
Sorry,
still,
could you wait a little
which
bit more? I'm sure you're
is-
excited to find out more, but
I'm
it
wondering
will
how
be
they're going to
coming in
balance
the
that.
future.
I'm interested to see how it goes.
So we also added many unique new monsters like the Aknosum, the Great Izuchi, and the Tetranodon. There's also there also will be many fan favorites
Probably
returning
scale
to
it
this game
high
as well.
from the get-go.
So
That's
we
not a
hope
bad
that
shout.
everybody is looking forward to seeing both old friends and new enemies.
It depends on the damage
there's lots of
doggos
things that
do.
we
Yeah,
haven't
they
talked about
labeled
today,
them
but
as
We'll be
attacking
able
type,
to
didn't
reveal a
they?
lot more as we go on in the future.
Yes, reveal new things today. That'd be awesome.
And of course, we haven't talked about any of the old enemies who are returning. So please keep your eye out for new information.
Woohoo.
So
Yeah,
that's
I'm interested to
basically just
see
move straight to the
Village
gameplay.
and
I
how
think-
it's going to be
I think
integrated like
everybody's
World or
expecting
separate.
or looking forward to
I
that
don't mind
the
either
most.
way.
So that's going to be our general summary, and now we'll get to the gameplay.
Yes, please.
So this is going to be the very first live gameplay ever seen. What will be showing off today? So we're going to be showing you off the Shrine Ruins, that locale that we talked about before. We also show you how you can move
We're
around
going to
using
implement the
wire
cutscene
bug.
dilemma of world multiplayer. I also hope so. I have a
Also,
feeling
your
it probably won't
Palamute
be the
will,
case.
and a Palico. We're going to bring a Palamute and a Palico around. We'll mostly be talking about the Palamute.
Shadow
because
dropping
he's
monsters
new,
would be
and we'll
awesome. Yes, I agree.
Showing you a lot about him. So we're also going to be showing off a new monster, the Tubby Tetranodon.
Okay, cool.
And while we're doing that, we're going to be using the Jewel Blades.
Oh, we haven't seen much
And that's
Jewel
what we'll be
Blades,
talking about. That's what
so
we're seeing. Are we ready?
I'm happy they're showing that
Alright,
off.
let's do
That's
it.
cool. I assume they were going to show Longsword or
Let's
something.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh, I like that UI. Okay,
So
immediately I'm
this
noticing a
is
couple of
the,
things.
those
Good map
ruins
down at the
shrines that
bottom,
we talked about
and
as well.
also
And you can see
the
the
top
funky
right-hand corner
vehicles
confirms
already
that
in the
3
locale.
large monsters are present on the
Here's
map
the
at one
camp
time.
over here.
That's
just so you know, they
awesome.
already accepted
What is that
a
icon down at the
two-star
bottom right?
quest to hunt down a
The blue
Tetranodon
one.
before they came here, so they're just going straight to the action to show it off to you.
The sharpness meter looks
you can
really
see some
nice,
kind
by
of
the way.
cool, rock
It's segmented
formations
now,
around
which
you.
is just fucking rad. I love that. That's really nice.
He's showing you this beautiful river.
There
as
is
well.
there is a
Oh,
lot
man,
of stuff.
bet
Yeah, I
the
assume the
air is
blue one
really
is
fresh
the
here.
bug. Yeah.
Ah, nature.
World style camp? Hell yes. Awesome. I'm really happy that's the case.
And this is the item box.
There is so much to
and
unpack
the,
here already.
board. Here you can he's showing you an option that lets you.
This
keep
game,
as
like, it's
well.
so much more colorful as
Oh,
well.
yeah, the
I
first
love
option is
it.
Item box. The second one is
Look at the lad,
and the third
yes.
one is each. The fourth one is get out of here. If you go to the top one, the item box.
Okay,
you're
I'm happy
able
that World's
to,
Camp is back
manage
because
your
that was actually a really good
equipment,
thing in my
change
opinion.
What you're using.
Someone has farmed. Look at this. I didn't see that. It's at max. Nice.
So we're going to have 14 weapons from like that you've seen in the series before. So I think people are looking forward to a lot of weapons that they've seen in the past. But we'll be talking a lot more about those weapons later, so
Epic.
stay tuned for more information.
No, awesome. I'm really happy with how that UI
This
looks.
is nothing
The
to do
UI
with-
looks
you had
really
a
nice.
lot of money, didn't you, Hiyuko?
No cut
Apparently in
weapons
the
as
item
well.
box,
Yeah, I
it's
think they
like
confirmed that
cash
already, but
somewhere.
there's your half
Man,
confirm.
rich. It's like,
Oh, no, the wire bug charges are down at the bottom middle. I've just seen that. Yeah, the monster icons look fantastic. They look really stylized. I love them.
So, you saw him just use this on the screen. That was the wire bug.
You said that? Okay, it's hard to keep track of my chat because my chat is moving a lot faster than usual. I was talking about the bottom right-hand
that
icon.
are slowly refilling. That is
That's what I was
the
looking at.
wire bug icon. You can use 2 of them.
Okay, so
initially,
yes,
and when you use one of
Wirebug
them, you
is
can see
on
it
a
kind of like,
charge. That's cool.
becomes, like,
I'm fine
temporarily
with that.
unavailable. So you're able to use 2 of them quickly in unison in a row.
It looks nice.
And then
You can
obviously
just
you can
stand on
charge
top of the cat. That's so cool, dude.
She was really excited about the fact that you can get on top of that tent. And he wants to add that.
Great
you can
Izuchi,
use the
Tetranodon,
Wirebug
and
to
the
get
lad in the
all over
middle?
place, access all sorts of really interesting
That's a good
places.
point. What
You
is
go
that monster in the middle?
Vertically, horizontally.
It could be Agneson, but
Basically,
it
you just
doesn't
use that
look like
aiming,
it.
reticule that he popped up before, put it in the direction.
Probably slow
of
reloading
the
time in
direction you want
combat.
for
That's a
the
fair
wire
shout.
bug, and then there it goes. It's really a free system that gives you a lot
Sets
of
to add more use to the wire bug? Maybe, or it might be an unlockable thing.
I bet, we can probably make it up here too. Look. Aha.
Yeah, what is that middle monster icon? Kurapeko? Dude, if it was Peko, I would be hyped out of my brain.
If you're on the edge, you can use them to do
Look at this shit,
jumps to
dude.
get
That's
up
so
the,
cool.
over
Another thing I want to point out that I was concerned about, and it doesn't seem to be the case, is the game seems to be running really well.
So you can
Delamina, yeah.
use the wire bugs to search around the environment and find hidden gathering points and discover really interesting kind of cute little things that we've included in the game. It's a really great way to kind of explore the world of Monster Hunter Rise.
This is going to be on a normal Switch, yeah.
And they're really tall, and he's like,
I'm
"Is it
happy
okay
the
to jump
performance is
down?"
nice.
And obviously it is. So.
Nice.
So it looks like you can use the wire bug as you're falling down to, make it look cooler. But he says actually, if you fall and you hit the ground, you still won't take damage. So the wire bug is just entirely if you want to.
It'd be nice for gathering quests, yeah. What are the monsters at all? The left-hand side is Great Izuchi, the right-hand side is Tetranodon. It's the middle one that we're wondering
wire
about.
bug on the bottom, but next you can see to the right of that, there is this little
Oh!
icon. We are calling this
Nice.
action slider.
And there's your confirmation that it is free control.
Palamute,
Awesome.
or do other sorts of things. So, like right now he used it to jump onto the back of the Palamute.
Excellent. That's really cool. I'm really happy that's the
And while you're
case.
on the back, you can do dashes and jumps.
Oh my god, yeah, nice. You can jump on top of the cab. That's so cool.
Nice addition. So you can see he kind of
And you can yeet yourself off of them as well. Really high. He looks really good. This looks nice.
So
You do have the hops, yeah.
Basically, it's really helpful to have the Palamute around to access all these areas and move about quickly. Sorry, I'm going to get off him really quickly.
So yeah, I think it was Suno who said it earlier that the maps will be a bit smaller. It does look like that's the case, looking at the bottom right. Oh.
Or, shake hands.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Good dog.
Oh my, that's a 10 out of 10 game.
You can also
Perfect.
do it with
Literally
characters
cannot
as
be any... What?
Look how adorable he is.
I love it! Oh my god! Game of the year, yeah.
This has nothing to do with actual
Game of the year hasn't come out yet,
just
it's already
pure
amazing.
Fun. It's just pure delight.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
High five, cat. High
Holy
five.
shit. Yeah. High fucking
So, yeah,
five,
the
my
action,
dude. Let's go.
That lets you use
That's
kind of all sorts of
awesome.
things that you saw. There were actions to do with your animals, with your pet, with your.
Got
sorry,
the
your
dumbest
buddies,
smile
and
on my
also
face.
things
That
like
was just so
summon the
adorable.
So you saw me just kind of do this quick, nice slide down the mountain.
This
and
movement
we're
looks
in
so
this area
good!
now. So this is the main field of the area.
Sliding? I'm chill with sliding, I just hope it's integrated a little bit better. I have faith. Is the time changing
So,
in-game?
talk a
It
little
does,
bit
yeah, it
about
does
this.
that in world
You
as
can
well.
Join on the. You can summon kind of the Palamute to jump on it using the action slider. But if you're near the Palamute, you can also just hold A to just hop onto his back
Cool.
real quick as a sort of
There's
shortcut.
your confirmed
It's
item
also
use,
showing
like
you
world.
that you can use. You can set shortcuts to kind of make it easier to use the command.
Okay,
that
so it
you
doesn't
don't
look like it
use
has
very often. So you can see he's setting it right
radial
now.
menu,
I've set things to use
which
healing items and whatnot,
I'm fine with, I guess. I actually quite liked it in world, but
etc.,
hey.
etc.
The question marks moving on the map? Yeah.
While you're on
It's
the
the monster
Paladin,
locations.
you're not just moving. You're able
Which
to do
I'm
other
cool
things
with.
and get all sorts of actions done and prepare for battle and whatnot. So next up is you can see this little green thing, right?
I was wondering about these.
A little ball.
Yo,
That is
Jendog,
called
welcome.
a
Oh,
endemic life.
Chonk! Chonk in the distance. I see him.
You can collect these to do things like
there he is!
get little buffs like heal.
Okay,
or
so they
get
do like
stamina
tiny little
back,
buffs. That's awesome.
or gain other
Okay.
sorts of.
Chonk has been engaged.
it's only these quests, these buffs are temporary. They're
This
only
music is
active for
really
the
good.
quest that you're on.
It's old world style music, which is fucking awesome because I don't really like base world's music
So
that
we
much.
just kind of triggered the bad guy. We pulled him, so we're gonna run over here so we can do some other stuff first
That's fair,
before we go
okay.
into the fight. So normally you see there's now 3 symbols for the wire.
Don't know who I am?
Before we only 2. So
No.
what this is during quests you can find wire bugs in the wild, that was weird, to actually increase.
Also,
the
loud
maximum
music?
wire
Yeah,
usage
apparently.
in that quest, by up to 3.
Oh, we have 3 wire bugs now. Yeah. Oh shoot, when did they pick that up?
And
That's cool. Alright, I'm happy
that
you
kind
can
of
increase your
helps you get
charges
a little
naturally.
bit
That's
more,
neat.
Mobility and move around a little bit more. He also mentioned using it with the Palamute, but sorry, I think I missed that little bit. I think he's just talking about climbing. The
Okay,
mountains.
I've realized who you are and please don't do that.
So all the buff items that you are used to from the Monster Hunter series, of course, will remain in the series. This is an entirely new element that they have added to the game. So you can kind of search around the map and discover your best routes to monsters and figure out the best way to play it. There's some that you don't have to do any of these to win.
There probably will
These are all
be
kind of
sets that
optional
give you
things if
initial
wanna go out of
charges,
your way
yeah.
to find the extra buffs. So it's all kind of gives you a lot more ways to approach the game. So over here you can see this kind of grass thing that he's messing around with it. So you can see over here he just found a great wire bug in there, and you can use those one that you found to
Holy
make
shit.
these super huge jumps like the
Wow,
one that you
okay.
just saw. You saw he just leaped up a tremendous distance.
That was a
So
big ass jump,
searching
Jesus.
through the locales, you can find really cool items like this and endemic lives and wire bugs that will let you maneuver and gain more buffs. It's a really interesting thing that adds rewards to the
Okay,
exploration
but
aspect.
it's not a permanent charge by the looks of things. This is the TGS
So I'm gonna grab
live
this little
demonstration,
endemic life right here.
first
Just gonna
gameplay.
jump around through
That's
some
what this is.
bamboo.
I'm not playing this at the moment.
So outside of the areas that you fight the monsters, like the one that you just saw,
Why
there's all
not?
these kind of,
Because the
little
game isn't
side
out until
areas
March.
That are basically, you won't find any large monsters wandering in here, but there's tons of endemic life for you to go around and look in, and
Okay, this is an
there's some,
interesting approach.
destructible environmental
I think I like it.
bits that you can go and
So, hey.
find hidden hidden endemic
Play some
life,
Shadow of the Colossus
collect
Remastered.
them,
I've done a whole playthrough
gain
of that
some
game on
buffs.
stream actually. Well, I don't think the live streams exist now.
Of course, all these buffs really help you defeat
Yeah, Kobe.
monsters,
Nice.
but they're not necessary. If
Yeah,
you're
it'd be nice
good at
finding
these
out all
games
of this
and you're
stuff.
an experienced veteran of the Monster Hunter series, you can probably go straight into fighting the monsters if you want to. All this stuff is, once again, just an extra bit. So the endemic life definitely do all sorts of things. Like there's buffs. There's also some of them that can be used like items and other things. We'll be giving more information about these on a later date, but right now I think that's all we're going to say about them. So you can see him. They were talking about, can we climb up here? And then he's like, yeah, I can check this out. So you can use the wire bug to get up here if you want to, or you can use the Palamute. There's lots of ways to maneuver around the environment and explore. So, find a way that suits you, find a way that you like, and play the sort of game you want to play. So once you get used to it, it starts feeling really nice to just bounce around and move around. So, it kind of changes the way the gameplay is. So, getting used to this new element in the game, this new dynamic mechanic is the word I'm looking for, really kind of changes the gameplay, and you can play around with different play styles and have fun. So now they're going to go and look for the Tetranodon and show you some straight up battle, which I'm sure you're all looking forward to.
Okay, cool. That is the stuff we want to see.
So you can see that kind of floating around him. I think that's a
Chonk has returned.
Another bit of endemic life. So there's no paintball in this.
Okay, monsters don't aggro you immediately, which I'm fine with. Damage numbers are back, apparently.
Left,
okay.
A map, and that will generally show you where monsters on. And if you know what the monster
I'm
is,
fine with
it'll
this.
show a little symbol, but the question marks are monsters that you haven't kind of encountered yet, so you don't know what they are.
I'm hoping we run into some of the other ones, because I'm still interested to find out what that middle monster is.
There's also like this special.
Yeah. You can probably turn off damage numbers.
Off into the distance that will
On this kind of style game, I don't really want to say which one I'm going to go with, because I ended up using them in World, so, hey.
a scouting item, I suppose.
I really like this guy's movement.
So now we're showing off the Tetranodon, and this is an amphibious, hefty chunk, as I think I said yesterday.
Nice, he said it again. Nice.
He's really big already. But
Chonk mode
while
is
he's
here.
fighting, you can see him now. He's actually
Look at this
big. Once he
rotund
eats
lad.
something, He gets extra full. He gets just practically pudgy, and what happens when that happens? He gets heavier, and his
He does look really fun.
attacks become
He does look
stronger.
really fun to fight.
It also changes his attack.
Oh, there we are. That was a wire bug
little
move.
bit.
Oh,
So,
shoot.
You know, he moves slower because of this, so it's a nice.
So yeah, it just uses charges in combat, and they are recharging
So now I'm gonna
slower
show you a
as
little bit
well.
more
That's
about the
cool.
dual blades. Wow, look at that.
That's
Look at that
nice. That's
move
kind of what I want.
So
This music's
he's just hitting it
good.
normally now, but
Was that? Hold up. Was that an adept
So,
dodge?
right
Hold
now
up.
he's used the wire bugs, but
What?
you're able to use the wire bug in coordination with your attack, like as you're seeing he's doing right
Yeah, look at
here
this shit.
with the dual blades to do some extra attacks.
Oh, and then the wire
And
bug,
every
like,
weapon has a
I
number
don't
of
say
different
exploded, but it
patterns
did
that
like
you
a
can do,
massive chunk of
you know,
damage at the end.
collaborations attacks that you can coordinated attacks you can make with a wire
This
bug.
is, there's a lot to process here, and I don't think I understand
And a
all
lot
of
of
it.
them really sort of go well with the sorts of weapons you're using. So like, you know, this one lets you increase your mobility and do extra damage at very specific points.
I feel like I should be listening more.
So I'm going to show you one right now. It looks like he's going to throw the wire bug forward. So you throw the wire bug forward, and if the monster makes an attack into it, it gives you a chance to make a counter attack against it. So they're really cool.
Okay, so that's what it was.
ways to
That's
use the
cool.
wire bug
Nice.
and sort of a supportive role for
What
your
was the
main
thing I
weapon
was
and
just
do
about to
that. I
mention?
think, yeah, you
Shit.
did right there. It was a little bit close, so it was kind of hard to see.
I had
Right
something
as
I was
the
just about to
monster
mention,
attacks,
I've
you throw
forgotten
the
what
wire
it was,
bug,
but no,
which
that
really
looks
makes
really
really
good.
counterattack.
I'm really happy with
There it was
that.
again, I think. So
it's giving you a good ability from a previous game, but it's also making it limited but more effective. That's really nice.
Icons on the bottom. You can use, you can use them for this one. There's ways to use this to make attacks. There's ways to use it as an innovation. We hope everybody kind of experiments and tries to find out ways to use these various abilities.
That's so
to support Their
cool.
own particular game styles.
That's a new move.
So you can see this Palamute over here. He's fighting. So one thing people are probably worried about is that the Palamute, does have HP. He can get hurt, but he will never die. So even if you,
I love how they're
get
clarifying
really,
that. No,
even
the
if
dog
it's
will
really
not
bad,
die.
he'll kind of run off and not be available for a bit, healing up, eating doggy treats or something. So I think
I wonder what there's sometimes when you attack it has like a blue around it. I don't know what that
Maybe
is.
do a little bit more. They're kind of discussing what do we want to do now.
Look at he chonk.
I'm sure a lot of people want to see this whole fight out and see everything. But it looks like
Okay,
they're going
that's
to.
cool. That's fine. Maybe it's based around a fit. Oh, actually, yeah.
So we got a little bit more time.
That's
So you see these question marks? So he's going
okay.
to run over and
That's cool.
encounter them. And he
Oh
actually
shit! No,
doesn't go
radio
down.
menu. Oh, Azeros is here.
Oh man, man, look at this.
Wait, is Azeros on the map? On the monster icons?
So yeah,
He's
we got
kinda
this
just
guy who
here.
Ran over here. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that middle
So I think they said
monster
the
is
name of it wrong.
Azeros,
Sorry, I
apparently.
don't recognize the name of that monster in English.
That's fine.
But
The
he's a
Japanese
girl.
name for this guy is
Also
Alshira. So if he says that, that's who he's referring
So
to.
there's also, it sounds like he is a monster from the previous series.
He
So we have
is. He's
quite
from
a few of them
Horrible
in this
Third.
game as well. So this is, I guess, a
His
surprise reveal.
his
of
5th
this
gen
little,
iteration is nice.
monster right here.
He looks neat.
Dojo.
Translator struggling. Yeah, translator isn't familiar with actually playing Monster Hunter, so
Sorry,
you
I'm sure
cannot blame
everybody
him
watching
here.
this is more familiar with this monster than I am. So
There you go. Music is good. Fuck.
So yeah, one interesting thing that we like to talk about is in this game, kind of different from the other previous Monster Hunters, is the player character talks a lot more than he used to. You know, shout and yell and taunt and so on. But there is an option in the menu that allows you to kind of adjust this. So if
Good.
You think,
Oh,
you
thank
don't wanna
God.
hear your
Nice.
Talk, you want to just be quiet and stab things. You're able
Good.
to change
Yes,
that and
please.
make it
Awesome.
more just about, you know, the quiet, solitary hunter sort of thing.
Can we expect some WE
So, yeah,
streams
it's
in general?
customizable.
What
You
is
can,
WE?
adjust
Sorry.
the rate of character speech in the game. So they're kind of
Damage numbers
reiterating
again?
that. They're talking
Yeah,
about, you know, like if you really want to listen to the characters.
There'll be the option to turn it off like in World. I'm fine with them being present. It's an option for people, even if I don't use it, it's there. Weekend. Maybe, possibly. I have no set schedule at the moment. I just stream when I can.
So it sounds like we have
There
some
might be
more
one
time.
later tonight. I might do some
More
more
time than we initially
freedom.
thought we had.
There might be one tomorrow. I can't say.
So we're gonna go.
They will happen though at some point. Say.
So we're gonna go on a little bit more of a.
They feel more
you know,
annoying
like
in
a
this game as they feel
walkabout. I
bigger
guess
here than
we
World.
have
Yeah, no,
some
I
leftover
agree with
time,
that.
we're
So I
gonna
probably
walk
won't
around and
use them.
explore a little bit more.
Did you miss anything? Yeah, they showed off
So
quite
I
a
think
lot.
they're gonna try to-
It's too much to really go over, so I'd recommend after the stream just watching
So
back
yeah, this is
the
the
footage
first, you know,
yourself.
actual gameplay footage of this. So like, you know, let's go extra far. Let's go the extra mile and show. Like, literally, let's go the extra mile and show some more stuff.
Yeah, please.
So, so there. So this is also something that he doesn't know what's going to be waiting in this direction.
As the rest of one leave.
So yeah,
Okay,
like
it
that
does
kind
look
of
like enraged
triple
monsters
wire
won't just
thing
follow
you
you
do.
around the whole
She
map
can-
now, which is a
she,
good change because that was annoying as hell.
Comment on how like really nice that felt to see and do, and he's like, yeah, this is that mobility, the kind of light, the ability to run around and be mobile and explore the game. That's
I'm
a
happy
really
with
fun
the
part.
extra mobility changes.
So
No scout flies.
we're just gonna keep exploring. Oh,
Paintballs haven't been
oh,
shown off yet, but they're
good.
also not relevant because monster icons are on the map.
And you can use
But,
the,
there's
one
no
above
scout
to
flights in this
check out
game.
where you want to go like that as well. So you can also, for the most part,
I've also just seen there are multiple camps on
we
the
showed
map
him
by looks of
climbing,
things.
the wall to straight, but you can go sideways and a little bit more, all sorts of directions. It's a we wanted
That's
to
a
make
cool
it a
ass
really
building.
easy,
Nice.
like controls that are simple and easy to understand, but also gives you this really cool, strong feeling of, you know, traversing this environment and exploring all these interesting places. Oh, let's run over here. He's like,
I love this
"Let's go
movement
over
so
there." He's like, "Is there
much.
something over there? I have no idea.
Look at the little fat Tanuki monsters as well.
So they don't really know where to go. They're just
There's
kinda
one camp right down at the bottom, which is still cut off a bit by the text,
walk
but
over here, let's see what we can say.
look at him.
Guy.
But there's one at like the top middle as well.
She's commenting. She's commenting on how cute he is. And he's saying this is kind of like a tanuki, like a raccoon dog.
That's
It's kind
cool.
of
I like
a
him.
mascot character of this. I guess he doesn't realize you're there, or maybe he doesn't care.
By the looks of
Yeah,
things, he probably
he's
doesn't
a friendly
care.
little guy. He doesn't really care.
Did they mention anything about SOS flares or hubs? No, they haven't.
Yeah, this kind of look like, oh, you're
I think it's a fair statement to say that SOS flares will not be a thing, but we'll probably find out more about how the hub system works at a later date.
So that is going to be it for today's gameplay.
That's fine. We learned a lot out of that. Holy
We
shit.
actually showed you longer than we thought, but thank you for the gameplay, and we hope everybody's looking forward to this, or hope everybody had a good time. So now that we know more about the game itself, can you tell us more about what we should expect at launch?
Gonna go gym drill, cheat? Yeah, that's chill, dude. Take care, boyo. Cheers for coming along.
So first, I'll go over kind of everything. First off, Monster Hunter Rise will be released worldwide on March 26th, 2021. We will have both a physical version and a digital version, so you can pick whichever one that you like. Though there will also be a Monster Hunter Rise Deluxe Edition that has layered armor pieces for your Palico and Palamute.
It's not too far away.
You can
It's
see kind of
only a
certain
couple of
information
months.
here, but all of this
It'll fly
information
by.
will also be on our official website. Wow, that sounds really fun. So one thing I want to ask, does Hunter Hunter Rise have any nice bonus items?
Okay, so this is just the same stuff they went over yesterday
will
in
be
Direct.
limited, for all the versions,
I'm
but all
happy.
versions
I'm really
will
happy with the
include
gameplay that we saw.
special
It
layered
looks ideal.
armor
It looks
for
exactly
your
how I thought it would.
Palamute and your Palico.
I'm
So you
excited.
can see the Palamute has the Retriever costume layered armor, and the Palico has the Forest Cat costume layered armor. They're super cute, right? She's commenting. I also heard that there will be amiibos as well.
Yeah, the amiibo design
We're
looked
going
good.
to have 3 Monster Hunter Rise amiibos released on the same day.
I'm gonna
as
try and
the
pick them
game.
up, but they're obviously gonna be pretty hard to
Magnemolo,
get.
a Palamute, and a Palico. So these will be, available on the same day as the game. Of course, these tie into the game itself, and you can use them to unlock things in the game, special layered armors. So we hope everybody's excited to grab them and check it out. So there will also be some other stuff, some crossover content with Monster Hunter Stories 2, which was also announced simultaneously with Monster Hunter Rise. We hope everybody's looking forward to more info on that. Right now, pre-orders for the digital version and the physical version.
Yeah, the
have
collector's
already gone
edition has
live.
the Magnemolo amiibo in it, so I guess I will probably be getting that one.
So everything we talked about today will be put up on the official website as well, so don't forget to give it a look. Alright, I think that about wraps things up. Now, Monster Hunter Rise comes out on March 26th, 2021. That is March 26th, 2021. Do you have any final words for our viewers about the games? I got a bit ahead of mine now. They're talking about their final words. So, to everyone who tuned in to watch our presentation on Monster Hunter Rise here for Capcom TGS Live 2020, we hope that you liked the world's first view of the gameplay that we showed today.
It looked really good.
Of course,
I don't think we're gonna get any
we showed a
answers
lot more
about
things
Hub and stuff
that
today.
we-
That'll be at a
more
later
things that we
time.
intended to. So we hope that you enjoyed that, but you're still looking forward to finding out all sorts of new information that we do have available for you in the future. So
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that coming into today, and as like they're giving
yeah, we
it,
hope
so
you had a good time.
I'm cool with
and
that. We'll find out when we
thank
find
you
out,
for watching today.
but we will know before launch.
Next, Sujimoto, do you have words for us? So we will keep bringing you the latest info on Monster Hunter Rise in the future, and there will be a lot more to talk about before March 2021.
Yeah, we'll have to see when the
There's still
next
so much more to talk
big
about.
info
So,
dump is.
if you want any more information, please make sure to follow the official SNS accounts.
They'll
You'll see
probably
some of
just
them
drop
appear,
a
like
new
Vine and
trailer or
Twitter.
something next month.
There will be more information on Monster Hunter Rise.
What's
as
lying?
we
I think it's like
move
some
on
kind
in
of
the future, so
Japanese
keep an
messaging
look
system.
out on it.
Don't think it's something we have
So,
over here.
Thank you, Mr. Ichinose. That's all we have for today. That's all we have from. Sorry, that's all from Mr. Ichinose. Thank you very much for joining. We still have more to talk about. We're going to be talking about We're going to be talking about Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin with Mr. Sujimoto. Great. So
Cool.
Monster Hunter Rise. Announced at the same time as Monster Hunter Rise was Monster Hunter Stories 2.
More story stuff, yeah.
Wings of Ruin.
I don't know if we're gonna get actual proper gameplay of this today,
We showed off
but
a
if they show off
trailer,
more
when we
information,
announced it before, but we'd like to show it to you again for anybody
happy.
who's interested. So here it is.
more trailer, yeah. The game style looks good, so I'm happy. I'm not going to do a breakdown of the gameplay on stream, by the way. I was thinking about it, but I would probably be going for like an hour. So once the story stuff is done, that'll probably be the end at the stream. Gonna have some games, see you later or something. Yeah, take care, Stoneflash. Hope you all do.
生きていてくれてもう会えないと思っていたから
We're an hour 47 minutes in to my stream at the moment. Game looks better here than on 3DS. Well, I mean, it's on a much more powerful console, so you would expect that. I love the cell shading style so much. It's gonna age really well. I said this yesterday as well, but cell shading just looks fucking awesome. And I also said yesterday, I think that this game's graphical style is better than Rise's. I like Rise's style as a main series monster in the game, but I just like this one generally a lot more. Character animations look fantastic as well, so hey. Game will be good. I'm positive that the game will be good. So hey. I'm very happy that this exists. I do like Stories. The first Stories was a really good game. So I have no doubts that this one will be as well.
So, that was the promotional video for Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of
The styles
Ruin.
do fit well into what type
Now,
of
what
games
can
they
you tell
are.
us about the game?
More post-game? Okay. So,
We announced
Stories
this
in
the other
Japan
day.
got an extra update that we never got in the West
thank
that
you,
added a
everybody,
load of
for
post-game
all the
stuff.
great
Basically like an
responses
entire
to
second
our
story.
review.
It sucks that we never
So,
got it
This
because
is
but
a
I
game that's
imported the
slightly
Japanese version, so I
different,
played
from
through it.
the normal Monster Hunter
It's
games
really
where
good,
a
and it sucks that we
monster
never got it. I don't know
hunter
why we never got it.
Fighting monsters, it's a very
Because
action-focused
that was a lot
game.
of people's
In this
complaint
game, however, it's going to be
about
different.
Stories over here,
It's
but they
going to be
actually
a
fixed it, but they
role-playing
just didn't
game.
fix it for us. It sucks.
And in this world, you're going to be able to become a monster rider and form bonds with monsters, which lets you kind of raise them and explore and do all sorts of really interesting RPG things.
It won't.
So
It
with
won't
them, you're going to travel to various
do anything related to
locations and
stories,
progress through
to
stories
lore
and
by
quests, so
the
very
sounds of things.
RPG-like. So now,
I
want
can't
to give a
imagine
basic
it will.
explanation of the Monster Hunter Stories 2 setting. So in this
The
world, Rathalos, all
the
the
extra stuff they
Rathalos have
added was
mysteriously
based
disappeared
off
from the
of
world.
the anime, I believe.
So the protagonist
And
is a
I want to say it
descendant of the
was
legendary rider
quote-unquote
Red.
non-canon.
And they meet a
I'm not the authority on that,
girl
though,
who has been
so-
entrusted with a mysterious egg. The two then set
I
on
don't
an
know.
epic tale surrounding the Wings of Ruin. And as you saw in the video, there are several familiar monsters such as Rathalos and Legiana. Lots of monsters that you've seen from.
So yeah, this is basically the same as they were showing off yesterday. I don't know if they're going to say anything new today.
So this is an adventure where you travel.
I would
together
be
with
fine if they
monsters.
didn't. The
So
game is
bond
coming
between the
out a
rider
bit
and the
later
monster
anyhow,
naturally
and I
play
think
a
it deserves
big
room to
part in
breathe
the
on its
story.
own away from Rise. Obviously, I can't see the viewer count right now, but I'd imagine
So
the
this is
viewer
a way
count has
to
dropped
play
quite a
Monster
bit
Hunter in not the
since the
normal
Rise
RPG way,
presentation has
but
ended,
like
because that's what most
slightly
people were
different
here
way.
for.
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about the characters?
Which is a shame because this game is underappreciated as all hell.
Yesterday, he introduced the character Red.
They haven't mentioned anything about getting stuff if you play Stories 1. I don't know how that would work if this is a Switch game and
So he
Stories
is
is a 3DS
kind of
game.
a legendary rider. He's not the player.
It's
You
going to
wanna make sure
have
that
integration
he
and
is,
collaboration
a
with
legendary character
Rise. We don't know what
in
it
the
is
world
yet.
of Monster
We just know
Hunter
it
Stories 2,
exists.
Wings of
But
Ruin.
hey.
And
In a similar way to how the GU had
so we can't tell you too much
4
about
Ultimate
him
and
because that will
Stories
reveal too much about
bonuses.
the plot
For
away.
us on the Switch, since we had no way to access those,
But just so you
they
know,
just gave them to us at the start of the game, which is probably
player,
a similar thing to what they might
protagonist of
do
this game is going
here,
to be the
potentially.
grandson of this legendary rider.
No way to say for certain.
And for this, your protagonist, you're going to be able to customize the character as you want. So you can kind of make, make a character that really fits you. You can do all sorts of things to make them look in whatever way you want. And you can see 4 versions.
They said this
of the
yesterday, they're
character
adding
that
2
we
new
made. These are not
weapon
the
types.
characters we
Maybe
played.
we'll
These
find
are
out what they are today.
examples of the character customization that we have for you, waiting
Yeah,
for you.
no, there is still character customization. You can still be a female character.
Like, wow, she's a
Which is
commenting
cool,
on
'cause I
how
generally
all
like
of
the
them
arm
look
designs
really
better.
different. So yes, there's lots of options to customize your characters. So,
Story's
one
character
thing that's
design has always
interesting is
been
that,
one of its strongest points.
these riders have weapons, and these are a lot from the series.
It does look
In
really
addition to
good.
the great sword, hammer, sword and shield, and hunting horn from the previous game, we're planning to add 2 more weapons from the Monster Hunter series. So we hope you look forward to finding out what those are.
Okay, so we're not finding out today still. Rip.
So now we have another character to talk to you about.
So yeah, this is just exactly the same information that they presented yesterday. I don't think we're going to get anything new on stories because the time for the presentation is almost up.
So Enna is a girl who
Which is a shame. I'll watch through it just in case we get anything new, but
she is a
I'm not holding out
librarian who's
hope here.
been entrusted with an egg by Ratha. And meeting her is what starts the kind of protagonist's epic adventure.
oh well.
So these two will go on the adventure together.
I'm just going to use the time again to say, play Monster Hunter Stories. That game is fucking fantastic. You can literally buy the whole thing on your phone and play it, and it's the best way to play the game somehow. So
Right
hey.
here. So this glowing thing you see over there is something called a kinship stone.
You're playing it on your 3DS at the moment?
So
nice.
the kinship stones
I hope
are
you're
something
enjoying
that
it. It's a
riders
good-ass
use
game.
to deepen their
Hella
bonds
comfy.
with their monsties that they team up with. So Enna is not a rider, but she does have a kinship stone. And this is key to the story, but we won't tell you about it just yet because that will reveal
Okay. That's
a little bit
information we
later
didn't
on.
hear
So,
yesterday, so I'm cool with that.
a lot of people are probably thinking about, oh, I wonder
I like her
what
design
this is
a
about.
lot.
What sort of story is going to wait for us, but that will happen later.
Cat.
So here are some characters that you saw in the PV, the trailer. We will be telling you more about them in the future. There are, of course, many other characters in the story that we're not introducing today, so please look forward to learning more about them as well. So thank you for the new information. I
Rock,
really
paper,
look forward to
scissors,
finding
fighting
out what it
style.
is.
It feels RNG until you figure out exactly how it works.
So,
I don't know if
as
you've
I
looked up a
mentioned
guide to
earlier,
it, but I would recommend looking up a guide
There are
because
some
there's a couple of
aspects
things that the
this tie
game
into
doesn't
Monster
tell
Hunter
you
Rise, so you can look forward to that as
that
well.
are
There's also
that make the
things in
combat a
Monster
lot
Hunter
easier.
Stories 2 Wings of Ruin that are in Monster Hunter Rise. So there's a lot
Because
of
yeah, if you don't know everything about it,
information
it does
kind of
feel very
collaboration
RNG
between those two
based.
titles.
I don't blame you for that.
So next, when do you expect people will be able to play Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin for themselves? And
It's in
Matsumoto
summer,
Tsuchimoto says
yes.
that we're planning to release the game
Got any
in
good guys to recommend?
summer
Off the top of my head,
2021.
no,
You
but
can
I will
see
have a
on the
look
screen
for
right
you
there.
and I'll send it to you on Discord if I find one.
So,
If not,
we're
I can
developing
probably just
Monster
help you
Hunter
myself.
Stories 2 Wings of
So,
Ruin, not just for Monster Hunter fans, but for
Yes, Joe.
all RPG fans. So, great. So keep an eye out for more information. And wow, I think that's about all the time we have today.
yeah, so nothing really new for Stories 2. I'm going to be looking at the Rise gameplay a lot because
Crazy, super exciting.
it looked just
They're
fantastic.
something, I'm not sure, this part is not simultaneously interpreted into English, but the two great special guests have a really fun kind of dynamic between them. They're up next. And he's commenting on how they're a really interesting pair. And they're going to be really hard, it's really hard knowing that they're going to be following him. So,
Is it uploaded to YouTube? Yeah, I'd also assume
right before we
not
end, is there anything else you want to say to
yet,
viewers before you go?
but someone will have a re-upload of it already, I'd
So today
imagine,
we
but it'll probably be
introduced two games,
released
Monster Hunter
officially
Rise
on the
and
channel
Monster
fairly
Stories
soon.
2 Wings of Ruin. So we just announced these titles right now, so there's tons of things that we want to talk about. But I think that will have to come out at a later date. We showed some gameplay footage, so I think that's what you're going to see now, but we're going to make sure to keep giving you great updates as we move on to the future with more information about the game. So please make sure to follow our official Line account or Twitter or Instagram or
Wait,
all
did
the
they say
other official
gameplay
accounts that we
footage?
have, for more information, like little short videos and bits of information. And
That'd be
pictures
super
and
cool
so
if that's
on.
what they're doing.
So I hope you're all excited for more news about both of these games. Thank you very much. Now, make sure she's reiterating, make sure to follow their official social networking services. So,
Sorry, I've just
so that you can
been
find out more
checking Twitter a little bit to see anything I've missed, and I have missed a couple of things.
the crazy people who are going to
One of the things they
the
showed
crazy,
off
wonderful people who are going
is
to find.
safe
So,
areas in Rise that large
that's going
monsters
to be it for this
won't enter
presentation. Up next
to
is
give you a bit of a
special
break from
program
combat.
with,
This is a good change in my opinion. I really like that idea.
Hirai-san, Mr. Hirai and Miss Chocolate, and then after that we have some more information with Tsujimoto and Mr. Ichinose as well. So please stay tuned for more information. So Mr. Hirai, Miss Chocolate, come on, take it away.
Cool. I think that's going to be it for today. There might be another stream later. I might be doing some GU or some Freedom or something. But we shall see. This part is not being translated, so I'm not going to keep this on. Let me just mute that and just turn that screen off. Cheers everyone for coming along. It was nice watching all of this with you all. It was really cool seeing your reactions as well as mine. Rise looks really good. I'm really excited for it actually. I'm going to be about on the Discord afterwards. I'm going to be going over probably the footage myself and just chatting about it. See if there's anything I missed, anything that some people might not have picked up on yet. So, be around on the Discord if you want to be a part of that. I'll chuck that link just there if you do want to join. But again, might be a stream later, but for the time being, thank you for the follows, thank you for the subs earlier. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see you all relatively soon, either tonight or tomorrow. Take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.